Hello and welcome to the episode of Tactile Sensation of the Week where I get sued by a wine manufacturer for failing to credit them in the use of their cork. Because I can see some French text on it, but I really don't know what it says. And I just found this lying around on a table, so I haven't actually got a clue whose wine this corked. So yeah, apologies to whatever company is really angry upon viewing this. Right, but corks. I mean, obviously, they're brilliant. The low density is always fun. Why did I do that? It's going to look terrible on film. The image compression works, and the softness. One can feel the slight imperfections, the slight sort of undulations in its surface. No, undulations isn't the word. Something else I want. Just little holes. One can feel the pores of this highly sort of porous material. My fingernails dent it very easily. There was a corkscrew in here. You can sort of feel the hole. Well, I can sort of feel the hole. You just have to watch. This wouldn't be the same without fingernails, you know this. And I can permanently deform it by squeezing. It's actually okay. Just the low density makes it feel like it should be much more spongy, much less resistant to squeezing than it is, but it actually exerts quite a lot of outward resistive force. Yeah. I mean, the sort of spongy quality of it, I can sort of feel in my fingernail, and it does have some elasticity to it. If I press, wait for it to refocus. If I press, you might just see it, maybe. Yeah, it springs back out a tiny bit. That impression isn't as deep as I pushed. It's only about that deep. I pushed that deep to make it. So the cool elasticity of cork is amazing. Most sort of... I'm going to have to look up how cork is, now I think about it. I'm naive as to seem to be some sort of wood, but... wood wouldn't do that. When you scratch wood, it doesn't spring back out. Sliding my thumbnail horizontally across it is very pleasing. I can feel what I would call smooth friction, as described a couple of weeks ago. Oh, bending it yields little, understandably. Trying to compress it lengthways, what happens? Can I make a short, fatter cork? Well, I want to load weights onto this thing and just sort of take measurements. It's strange. Oh dear. Yeah, I'm seeing impressions in my hand made from that. I'm starting to see why these things are used to pop bottles. You can, they're elastic enough that you can squeeze them in, but exert quite a lot of outward force and take a fair amount of pressure in the bottle to dislodge one. Yeah, these are great. And obviously, not quite so porous as they look. I mean, wine doesn't just sort of seep through them, does it? Or air, for that matter. Oh, wow. Can you hear that? It's got a hollow drum-like quality to it. And, but it sort of dampens the vibrations. It doesn't conduct them very well. You can tell there's a lot of air inside this thing in little pores, and it's not really free to move. It's very interesting. Sorry, this is not as good as last week's video, I admit, but it's been a busy week. Oh, crap! I flipping bought some loom bands. I remember what I was planning to do. I was planning to do loom bands. Man, oh man, that'll have to wait till some other week. Anyway, see ya.